What do you think about when you look at this image? In my case, it's always connected to one album, my favorite album. That is Mariah Carey's Butterfly. Hi everyone, welcome to the Unsleever. Today I'm going to show you the vinyl edition released by Vinyl Me Please for the 25th anniversary of the album. But first, here's a little intro. This album is super special to me. It is my favorite Mariah Carey album, but also it's been with me for so many years, so the different tracks have become the soundtrack of my life in different moments. Mariah wrote every single lyric in this album except for The Beautiful Ones, which is a song originally by Prince. Throughout the album, she uses rich and evocative vocabulary, and that is enhanced by the elegant and textured production. The first edition I had of this album is actually this little cassette. As you can see, it's had its better days, but it's really cute. And I remember back in the day my favorite song was Baby Doll. When I started collecting, this album became like my most wanted item. And it took me a few years to find one, and I paid quite a little bit of money, but I finally was able to find it. This was way before the reissue, so it was back when this album was still really rare. It was only released in Europe on vinyl at the time, so yeah, it's still quite difficult to get, I think. Then in 2017, this edition came out, and I mean, it's cute, but it doesn't sound great, so we don't need to talk about it. I also have, this is the European edition of Butterfly, the reissue, and there was also a very beautiful edition done by Urban Outfitters. And finally, for the 25th anniversary, Vinyl Me Please released 3 different editions. 2 of them are the same box set, but with different color vinyl. And then there's another 2 LP edition, and I will show you all of them here. So the first edition that I'm going to show you is the 2 LP edition. This is the first time that the title of the album is embossed in gold on the cover. This is something that Vinyl Me Please does a lot, and you can see in the back cover as well. The track list is also embossed in gold, along with a VMP exclusive. It is also the first time that the album has gotten a gatefold. Now, this is not really a new design. This is the same design that the 2020 editions have. But in the 2020 edition, these were inner sleeves. This was not a gatefold. In this case, it includes all the lyrics and one of the promo photos from the album. And the records come in these paper sleeves. And as you can see, it's a wavy line. This is the edition that they call Champagne Edition. This reminds me of the Usher one that Vinyl Me Please also did for Confessions. This is also the first time that Butterfly has gotten a 2 LP edition. All the other editions that existed were on 1 LP. This means that it has somewhat gained in dynamics, but I still would say this is not the definitive version of the album. There are some distortion problems, especially in the vocal of Outside. Outside is one of my favorite songs from the album, so obviously it's not great. Next up is the vinyl box set. This is the gold Nugget edition, and the packaging is identical in both editions. It's just the discs that change. This is because originally they launched a 1,000 copy edition of this, but it sold out instantly. So I think it was like maybe a week or 2 weeks later that they announced the cream vinyl edition. I will show you the discs for both, but only the packaging of the gold Nugget edition, because as I say, they are the same. I still have not taken the plastic off because the sleeve that I found is not big enough and I'm a bit scared of ruining it. But as you can see, it also has the gold foil on the cover. It is also here on the spine. And the back has this very minimal design with a gold embossed butterfly and the credits, and of course the Vinyl Me Please exclusive. As you can see, it's also on the other side of the spine, and it's basically a slipcase that then leads to this, which is the book. Inside the book is where all the different discs are included, along with a booklet. Here is the logo for the album, which is the butterfly, and it's embossed. It's very minimal, very classy and elegant. When you open the book, what you actually see is just each side big, just in case you can't see which side it is, and the track list. This is also a 2 vinyl version of the album, and then it includes bonus tracks. It's kind of sad that the bonus tracks are not from the digital version, which included a reimagining of The Roof, together with Brandy, who is also one of my favorites. What it does include is classic remixes from the era. So you can see the So So Def remix of Honey, My All Stay a While, one of my favorites as well, the extended version of The Roof, breakdown with more verses from Bone Thugs and Harmony, and the classic Bossa Nova Butterfly. This is particularly exciting for me because I love this remix. I think it's one of the nicest remixes of the whole collection. And then we have more remixes, and on the last disc is the extended versions of the dance remixes. Now, if we go back, the very first inlay includes the booklet. This photo is new for the 25th anniversary edition, and it's part of the original photo shoot from Butterfly. So here we have a little message from Mariah celebrating, and then the booklet includes all of these music video scenes with the covers and this detail that I really love, which is lyrics from the album. As you may know, like, lyrics are very important in this album. They are very confessional and really express how Mariah was dealing with the experiences and the changes in her life at the moment. And I love that they went for a look that is different from the 2 LP edition, so that it brings something a little bit more special to each of the different editions. So in terms of sound quality, the 2-disc version is practically the same as the one for the 2 LP edition, and the remixes that are included here, they don't sound great, at least not all of them. These ones are okay, but for example, Mi Todo is clearly sourced from a CD. So it is a nice addition, but it doesn't sound amazing. So I wish that would have been done a little bit better. So this is the cream edition, and as you can see, it's exactly the same as the other one. It's just the color of the discs that is changing. It actually has like these little black dots all throughout, so it's not like a very, very uniform cream color. Depends on how much light is hitting it, it actually looks white. The number of the edition is actually handwritten, and this was quite controversial amongst the Lambely, the fans of Mariah Carey, because of 2 reasons. One of them is that Vinyl Me Please usually does the stamp, the gold foil numbering, so people were expecting that. I personally love hand number. I think it's a little bit more personal and I don't mind it. But what they did with the gold Nugget edition, which is this one, is that they got it wrong. So some people were saying that maybe they did press 2000. I don't think this is the case. I think they just got it wrong and numbered on 2000. So for example, my edition is 394 out of 2000, but it is confirmed by Vinyl Me Please that only 1000 copies were pressed. The one that is actually 2000 copies is the cream edition, and this is 1383 out of 2000. So yeah, it wouldn't be a Mariah release without a little bit of drama, mainly from the fans. We love a little bit of drama. What can we say? It's a moment, darling, as she would say.
HSN anniversary moment.
So ultimately, I would say that this is the definitive edition of Butterfly up until this moment. It doesn't come without its flaws. As I mentioned, outside could sound better, but overall it's pretty solid, and if you can get your hands on it, just go for it. Thanks for watching. Let me know in the comments what are your favorite parts of this vinyl edition. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you next time.